All right. We got a little bit of time this morning. Might be able to do a combination of games and gains if we really hustle. Really hustle. Let's get warmed up though. That'll be the plan. Arms and shoulders. Arms and shoulders. See what we can do. But we're gonna have to hustle. Do some incline benching. Oh, just heroes. And tomorrow, we'll get up even just that little bit earlier, I think. We can do it. We can do it. Hopefully. Yeah, we gotta go though. We gotta get it started. Got to go. But hopefully we can game a little bit too. One games and gains combo on the weekend. That'd be swell. Mr. Road, what's up, dude? Sup. Time to get it going, dude. See if we can, like I said, sneak in some games and games would be good. Make a semi-decent effort at some productivity for even the weekend. Ooh. And like I said, tomorrow, I'll see if I can get it even just a teens earlier. Pretty good back day yesterday. I'll take that. Again, this week we're just trying to ease back into the mix a little bit. Ease back into it. After a kind of like a sick little week, I guess at the beginning of the week. Starting to feel better later, which is great. It hit me pretty hard, but it moved along pretty quick too, so that's good. All things considered. Training and food got a little different though. Road fun. Getting after it, man. Good stuff. Select it here. We're gonna do arms and shoulders today, and then either we'll do legs tomorrow or on Monday. If we want to try to have it be like a more normal leg day. I don't mind doing like a shorter arms and shoulders workout, but I don't know if I'm gonna be doing a shorter leg day. We'll see. I mean, all the workouts are gonna be kind of a tune-up little workout anyway, so it might be fine. It might be fine. Little tune-up. I still like to start with incline. Keep our shoulders and arms. Kind of helps get everything going a little bit. So bingo. Visit a physio? I don't usually. If you work out a lot, you always feel so stiff after a while, yeah? Using relatively full range of motion and stuff. Stretching is fine. Wouldn't be bad. I mean, I like that feeling of like, you can kind of feel in your body that you've been working hard. I like that. I enjoy that feeling. I wouldn't say I feel stiff usually. Like if you're taking your muscles through a relatively good range of motion, I feel like that usually, I don't know, it's kind of nice. But no, so, I mean, a physio is part of a lot of people's kind of routine, but I haven't really got into that. Not to say I couldn't benefit from it, it's just I haven't like recognized like a need. But it very well could be one of those things where it's like, how did I ever live without this, you know? But I'm just not there yet. You could do the weightlifting in combination with some other kind of activity, like, you know, some kind of cardio or walking around or whatever, to kind of loosen up, help get some blood flow going. Not really, well, there's not really a big difference. Nope. Remember that trend? People still do that, yeah. They still do that. Yeah, some people like that. Fair enough. Not something I get into either, but same thing. It's probably just blood flow, you know? Man, oh man. All right. Step forward with it, of course. We're gonna be doing a fair amount of cataclysm, I think, which will also be really fun. Check on something real quick. Okay. Try this. All right. Kind of when I stopped. That's when I started playing. Pretty funny. That's where it all began. Oh, I'm completely out of the loop on that one, bang bang. What's going on? Completely out of the loop. I have no idea what's going on there. What's not going on? Okay, yeah. You gotta have to fill me in on the drama. I have no idea what's going or not going on. Oh. Uh-oh, that's not good. Oh geez. They gotta spice it up, I guess. Losing a little bit of steam, they gotta drama it up, huh? All good. Ugh. Blech. Okay. When's the next competition? Probably next fall. Like fall next year, I should say. Not next fall. The fall of next year. It's gonna be a second, man. We gotta make sure we take some time to actually make some gains, you know? So competing is really fun, but yeah, fall of 2025, yeah. Gotta try to actually build some muscle a little bit in between, man. We got really shredded this past time, but you know, definitely got some gains to make if we want to be competitive, you know. It's also good to not compete every single year, I think. Just give your body a chance to be in a different state. Diet down too crazy all the time. Oh. Oof. The same category? I think I'm gonna compete in a whole different federation. And I don't even think that the WNBF, I don't even think they have classic physique. And it kind of makes sense to me. Because classic physique is kind of a enhanced bodybuilding category. Because you don't need, like, in enhanced bodybuilding, you have physique, and then you had bodybuilding, but bodybuilding was getting like so ridiculously big and out of proportion in some people's minds, they brought in classic physique to be somewhere in the middle. But with natural bodybuilding, there's not really a huge difference at the top end, right? You don't get it so big because like, people don't take any drugs, so it's not like physique you take a little bit of drugs. For classic physique you take quite a bit of drugs. Then for bodybuilding, you take enough drugs to like kill an elephant, right? There's no division like that, so you just kind of compete in bodybuilding, I guess. They had classic physique in Muscle Mania, which is fine, but Muscle Mania is, I don't know, man. There's that's unclear what they're looking for, but that's fine. I'm excited to compete in a different federation. I think it'll be fun. And I'll probably have to re-earn my pro status. Well, I will have to re-earn my pro status in WNBF, but that'll be a fun adventure. Something to work towards. It'll be exciting. Yeah, those guys are serious, man. That's the real deal right there. I think it'd be fun. Warmed up. Did we get the juice then? No, sir. Just a different natural bodybuilding federation. That doesn't have bodybuilding in it. So you said I'm doing the same category. So I'll do physique again, probably. But instead of classic physique, it'll just be bodybuilding, which will look very similar, right? So, yep. All right. No, conditioning will still be a big part of bodybuilding, yeah. WNBF is World Natural Bodybuilding Federation, yeah. Yeah. Oh. But do cardio on rest days? I mean, I don't really take rest days, but it would depend. Sometimes. But it depends on why I'm taking the day off, right? But yeah, I mean, I usually like to still get active for the day. And like a walk at the end of the night is still nice, you know? So, Kipri, getting it going. Getting warmed up for the day. I don't know if we're gonna be in here for super long because I do kind of want to get in a little bit of gaming today too, without it getting too late in the morning. We gotta make use of our time here. Get a little pump going, and then get our shoulders going. That'll be the plan. That'll be the strap. We'll definitely still be competing in natural bodybuilding. I think WNBF is a little bit more like consistent with judging, and I mean they're probably the best natural bodybuilding federation out there. We'll find out. Competing in Musclemania has been fun, but I just think it's kind of inconsistent. All good though. Just gonna, you know, continue to experiment and go see if I can earn my pro status in that federation, which would be awesome. That'd be a fun goal to work towards, and it might take a couple seasons, but we'll see. I think it'll be cool. That seems like a good place to go compete. So we'll see. That's at least what I'm thinking right now. We'll see if that changes. Thankfully, bodybuilding competitions are something I do just for fun anyway, so there's not a lot of pressure on it. and in reality, it's arguably like not really a good idea for me to do, just because it like puts a lot of focus on something that's not really super productive. But I enjoy it, so we'll see. Yeah, on the weekends you gotta get up and get to it. Instead of my end of day cutoff being at 5 p.m. or 4:30 or whatever, it's more like 9 or 10 a.m. So if I want to get anything done, we gotta get up and do it early. Gotta get to it. Especially Mother's Day weekend, party time for that mama. Put more weight on there. All right. Enjoyment is productive though, and you have to get dialed in and compete. What I mean is like, bodybuilding is bad for my job because most people don't really care, and it also kind of takes my energy, right? And it can affect my attitude. So you're spending, 6 months working towards something that's just like, like it's not good for your job. So it's like, I'll do it occasionally, but it needs to be in balance with putting food on the table, you know what I mean? To do for calves, a lot of calf raises, a lifetime of activity that involved bike riding and distance running for a while. And I walk for a couple hours a night now. Is that too? But, I mean, the low insertions are just from mom and dad, so that's part of that too, right? But yeah, we show them some love on leg day. So I like bodybuilding and I will continue to do it. It's just, what I mean is there's not a lot riding on it, and even then it's like, it's probably, the wise move is to not compete, but I still like to do it, so I will. Every once in a while. Then I'll continue to, create content around my fitness adventures, because I like doing that too. Even again, if it's not the most productive thing we do. But hey, we get to use that content to show love to our sponsor, Legion. Pump them up. Like they pump us up. But if you guys enjoy the fitness content, hit that sub button, pump it up too. Get part of the team, man. Oh. We don't have like Patreon or anything. This is a great way to show love. We might do Patreon eventually. I just gotta figure out how to actually have that add value for you guys. Ugh. But yeah, if you enjoy the fitness content, pump it up. Alright, I hear that a lot, Road, yeah. For sure. And thanks, DJC. Alright. Thank you, man. See if we can get a little early morning gains in. And get your workout in between 5-7 before work. Yep, there you go. That's the good stuff. With you on that. I do feel you. I've been trying to get some sleep, which is, I think, overall helpful. But we have not been doing the nighttime thingy, right? I've been doing the nighttime streams. All right. Which overall has been like, I think net positive in some ways, but this takes an adjustment for work. We'll get there. Here we go. Get this moving a little bit just for fun. See where we're at today. This week again is going to be just a little bit lighter workouts as we bounce back from being sick, but it shouldn't take real long. Probably back in action next week. Just 1 week of slightly lighter workouts. Makes sense. Warm it up a little bit here. Blech. Blech. Natty me, of course, yeah. Lifetime drug-free, yes. It's easier that way, and it's not necessarily easier to build muscle, but it's a lot less pain in the butt, figuratively and literally. Let's mess around with any of that stuff. Getting early today? Yup. Got to. It's weekend, man. Gotta get to it. Weekend is actually tighter on time because it's a day where we give Mama big day to do her things and hang out with my boy all day. It's fun. But if we want to get any work done, we gotta do it early. Then ideally even a little earlier than this. But that's all right. We'll get up a little earlier tomorrow, maybe. You think lean 15-inch arms are decent? I mean, for what? For what exactly? I mean, aesthetic is all kind of in relation to itself. In general, sure, man. Sure. Knowing literally nothing else about the situation, sure, man. If you're lean and building some muscle, that is awesome. But yeah, that provides me nearly zero information. Wait, my arms, I don't know. Not that big. Usually kind of close to 18, but probably not quite there. If I had to guess right now. Everyone is not blasting trend. That's what TikTok tells you, but can't imagine it's actually the case. That's correct. 17.5 to that, yeah. It looks 16-ish. Okay. I haven't measured it. Maybe I did lose that much. I don't think so, though. But maybe. Could be. Interesting how that works. Like I said, it's all about kind of, you know, in comparison to other parts of your body, proportion and whatnot. What is which convo? Oh man. That's a pog. That's a little bit closer. Gucci Man, I think. Blame the lighting? I don't care. I don't care what you think they look like. Hit me with the subway with the flex and we'll see how they look, huh? But is that your situation, POOC? You're rocking the 15ers? Maybe when I'm like 0% body fat, they're 16, maybe. But I haven't measured when I was that lean. There's just only sadness, you know, would happen from that. Yeah, let's get some subs roll. We'll get some flexes built out. We'll see how the arms look, huh? Today's the day to get them pumping too, I guess, huh? Today's the day. Make some gains, I suppose. Oof. They look 20, they ain't 20. That's what he said. Yeah. He was asking me if that is good. And usually when people ask me, is this good? They're asking it themselves. So, yeah, man, if you're working out, that's good. That's great. Is it good compared to what, though? That's kind of the next question, right? Who knows, man? Who knows? Like, even if your arms aren't like massive, like if they're in proportion with the rest of your body, from a bodybuilding perspective, it can look pretty cool. Well, 15-inch arms doesn't sound massive, but I mean, still. Absolutely can depend on what your goals are. I think I want to do some of them cable curls today. But yeah, we gotta get some subs flowing. Like hit y'all with the flex. Don't mind if we do. It's early and it's Saturday. We got a short day. We got to get some work in. Is 20 kg good? Right, exactly. Yeah. Okay. I mean, maybe. Oh, posting that he's peak out at 17-inch arms. I don't know about that one. I mean, I don't know, dude. I think that's not true. But who knows? I mean, I'm comparing it to people who I compete against in bodybuilding, so that's the part that most people don't compete in bodybuilding. But yeah, where's that number coming from? Just kind of. I know that I need to get my arms to grow a little bit, though. That's for dang sure. They do need to grow. To progress. But that's what we're doing today, a little bit of arms. Blah. Seen a guy with bigger arms than single-digit body fat? Seems doubtful and sketchy at best, right? I mean, just, again, just making shit up. Just, you know. If you're asking me, is 15-inch arms good, then you probably don't know what, you know, people are capable of naturally anyway, right? So no offense. Like, you're asking me kind of newbie questions, which is fine. I don't mind answering newbie questions, but then you can't sort of pretend to know what the limit of people's natural capability is, right? So, what was your claim? That I'm claiming that you asked me, is 15-inch arms good? I mean, yeah, you wrote that in the chat. No. I'm not saying that you have 15-inch arms. I do guess that yes, that is my assumption, because you're asking me about yourself, but I'm not basing what I'm saying right now off of that. I'm asking, were you just asking me a question just to ask a question? Like, was that not just a seeking information situation? You had some sort of other objective with that? Because that could be the case. But I was just treating that question like a normal question. But yeah, if you're asking that kind of question, you might not be prepared to speak on what other people are capable of naturally, right? All right. So you got bigger arms, 17-inch single-digit body fat. Yeah, like at every competition I do. Yeah. That reasonable body fat are rare? Sure, but like rare where? At the gym or in a bodybuilding show? Because when we're talking about bodybuilding stuff, I'm never talking about people who don't lift, right? It's like, that's not the comparison. Yeah, I mean, if somebody doesn't lift, they might not have big arms, but that's not what I'm talking about, right? I'm talking about people who actually are working on doing that. Because you don't need to have the natural, you know, there's no discussion of what's possible natural in people who don't even lift. Like, they're nowhere close to their potential. You're saying that it's sketchy if somebody had that. It's like, it's not, trust me. As someone who knows what they're talking about, it ain't. As someone who has small arms and they're like 17.5 inches, at least, it's not rare. Like, my arms are small and they're 17.5 inches. At least they were last time I checked. So what I don't want you to do is put a completely achievable, I would say almost normal thing, and say that it's sketchy or unconceivable naturally, right? Can I give you some examples? I think a couple people that I competed against probably had arms that big this year. Type exclamation mark comp. You can check it out. Probably 3 people, I would imagine, at least had that. It was a pretty small show, all things considered. Now, the one guy wasn't very lean. The 2 of them weren't very lean. But, you know, they were still up on stage doing their thing. They weren't crispy lean like me. But that's whatever. Definitely got to get these shoulders and arms to grow regardless. Sketchy that we haven't had no subs so I can hit you off the flex yet, man. That's what's sketchy. Oh, man. Oh. I got time to be darling today, boys. We got to get it going. I do agree. That being lean and having big arms is different. Yeah, I agree. I do. But you asked for an example of people who are, you know, on stage with arms like that, so that's one example. Just a couple people. I'm sure you can find all kind of people on Instagram. I'm sure you could. Just with the objective being, is it possible without being sketchy? Yeah, of course. Of course. What I'm primarily interested in is building my own dang arms. We'll see how that goes, huh? Along with building everything else. Primarily what we're interested in there. Protein drinks a day? 2 scoops a day is fine. It's just food. A lot of times I don't have any, but I've been adding just a little bit in now. Just get more protein with less calories right now. Dumbbell raise is a shoulder thing. 2 scoops is fine, but you need to kind of understand what your whole calorie macro goals are. I think most of your food should probably come from, like, you know, whole food, solid food. But I mean, again, whey protein is just food, so no biggie. One way or another, right? No biggie. Okay, again, we're going a little lighter on this one this week, or not this week, just this. The next couple days. We're going to keep it a little lighter when we bounce back from being a little sick. We should be fine. We'll do 8, we'll do 6 or whatever. Little pumpers. But we do a lot of, like, sort of pressing movements, even more with some chest, but that kind of helps me let the shoulders do some work at some point. There you go, Super G. Looking him up, Big Flex, where thanks for pumping us up. Welcome, Crow Kid. I feel like I'm drinking a milkshake, so I guess like junk food is nice, huh? Nice. Thank you, Super, getting us on the board. Oh my goodness. I'm not gonna ballpark it for you, Cody. I do recommend that you do some kind of like shopping around and seeing what you want, where you want to get it from, and new or used. It'll definitely influence the price considerably. But things have likely changed. shop around a little bit. Because you could get a setup probably like this and the price could be way different, you know? So, it could vary. Thank you, Super. Carrying a squad around here, getting us on the board. Showing these boys how it's done. Ugh. Oh man. Slang some weights around today. Alright. With these guys on, we'll come revisit biceps in a bit. First things first. Let's do a little bit of pressing that we have planned for today. Some incline bench, and then crank it up a little bit more, which is probably still like an incline bench, but I feel it really nicely in my shoulders. So we'll do that. Couple sets. We'll do some arms, and then we'll see if we can still maybe sneak on for like maybe 2 hours of gaming, perhaps. The used recommendation for the literature. Okay, so what literature is telling you 1.1 grams of protein per pound of body weight? Because that literature ain't scientifically supported. I'll tell you that. People say that, yeah, but that's not really scientifically supported. That's at least old stuff. Now, that amount of protein is definitely gonna make it so that you're not getting enough protein, but it's probably more than you need for sure. Especially if you're overweight. But that amount of protein is an amount of protein that I like to eat personally. But it's definitely more than you need, even for like, you know, bodybuilding purposes. Yeah, that's not what the literature says nowadays. But that is definitely enough, for sure. And that's an amount that I like to eat personally too, so I'm gonna That's probably fine, I guess. Or, I mean, honestly, 6 might be fine too. Blech. 1 gram per pound is pretty much a generic recommendation, right? But it's wrong, right? So, yes, people do say it, but yeah, what I'm saying is the literature, depending on what literature you're getting it from, shouldn't tell you that anymore. You know what I like to do? Doesn't even take into your body, like your fat mass into account. Why is it wrong? It's just excessive. It's what literal science shows. However, I like to do that. But I think if you wanted to have like, what's the, like a good amount of protein to have for like lean mass? 1 gram of protein per centimeter of height. Try that out. Think that over. See how that factors in. Because you have to figure out like, okay, so it's like 1 gram protein per lean body mass per thing. It's like, okay, so what's going on here? But I would say 1 gram of protein per centimeter of height. Think that over. I think that's actually kind of neat. It's kind of a neat way to think about it in terms of getting it for your fat-free mass, if you want to do it that one, right? Well, slap it in the converter there, big old moose. Use that big old brain of yours. Isn't that excessive then per pound? No. So, for example, I'm like 181 centimeters tall. So I would need 181 grams of protein, which would be plenty because 180 grams is like when I'm 180 pounds low body fat, I mean, that's pretty ripped, right? So that's a good way of figuring out like, oh, that's about my fat-free mass, just about, right? Ugh. So, but if I'm 225, that's a lot of fat mass, and I don't necessarily need to be supporting all that fat mass with protein, right? Although I still eat like 250 grams of protein a day, it's just personal preference. But if you're looking for like what's the lean body mass amount of protein you need to have to support your body, 1 gram per centimeter of height makes sense. So it's more like 0.7 grams, but anyway, you figure it out. Best way to lose belly fat, in my opinion, it's not an opinion, exclamation mark fat loss, it's a fact. Science. Watch that video real quick. Deficit of calories is how it all works. But finding a diet and a food selection and meal timing that works for you, it's good stuff along with exercise, definitely. But calorie deficit is how fat loss occurs. Then you just need to figure out how to comfortably maintain it, which you absolutely can do. But yeah, any sort of like fad diet that works is working as a result of putting you in a deficit of calories and sustaining over time. So that's all there is to it. Here we go. Exclamation mark fat loss. I'll walk you through it though, the basics. I got you, bro. Good. Blech. Bounce back a little bit here. Oh. I'm breathing just fine, Blazed. But another part of your question is you cannot target fat loss, so you gotta just lose fat, your body will figure it out. If you're a beginner, you can build muscle in a deficit, or if you're like returning from a long break or you have a whole lot of fat to lose, sure, yeah. Sure. Right, so the literature is not suggesting 1.1 optimal. It's suggesting a range, but sure. And untrained individuals, interesting. Interesting. Send it then, bro, because that's what I do. I eat more than that, so like I said, I'm personally fine with it, but you probably don't need 1.1. Playing a war in remix. Yeah, I think so. Yep. I think so. All right. Oh boy. Yeah. I do think it's safe to say being on a little bit higher end of the protein is probably fine. So yeah, 1.1 is definitely enough. All right. Yeah, I like to eat higher protein too, personally. But one of the things that you might want to consider is getting just enough protein and then adding more carbohydrates for more energy for training and recovery and stuff. But yeah, the height one's interesting, huh? It's an interesting one. At least get that much, you know? Because it helps kind of make sense of a lot of the, like, okay, well, I weigh this much, what's my fat-free mass, right? Don't skimp on the fats, it depends on what you're doing. But yeah, as long as you're getting like, 50 grams of fat, it's plenty. Well, not plenty, but it's, minimum. But if you're like, eating more protein than you need, and that could be used for carbohydrates or something else, that could be a good way to kind of move some calories around when you're on a calorie budget. This is how to motivate yourself to go to the gym. Don't rely on motivation, but I mean like good pre-workout, good music, having some goals that you're excited about, exercising in a way that you enjoy is helpful. But I mean, feeling like it, just don't set that as required. Going to the fucking gym is what's required, right? So many people are scared of fat, especially on a deficit. I mean, so many people, they just don't know how to diet, you know? So, trying to help you guys out, trying to put that information out there. Depending on how lean you're trying to get and how long of a diet you're gonna be, all your macros are gonna get kind of low eventually, but fat can stay about the same. Pretty much. Like, I still haven't really bumped my fats up all that much since my cut. My fats have stayed relatively low just from food selection. But I mean, it's alright. Nerves and hormones are doing okay, I think. Kind of keeping it in rhythm, I suppose, you know? Like, if anything, my protein is higher than it needs to be though, so I'm not saying that you're not allowed to eat higher protein. It's just, I just want people to know it's not required to eat quite that much. Even though I'm personally a fan of eating a lot of protein. In this most recent diet, my protein got pretty low, really. And I think next time I'm gonna keep my protein higher, even. There's that. It's fun to have some weights at home, man. Definitely. Definitely. The fact your hormones get shot quick, well, yeah, again, you don't wanna go crazy low. Yep. You gotta do it. Roller coaster, you gotta do it, bro. But if you're getting active, that's good. What's up, D-Day? All right. What's that for? I'm not sure. I'll do one more probably. I'm also gonna BRB. Then we will keep packing. Thanks for being here, guys. Don't get shot with them crimes, boys. Hit it with it. Keep pumping. Oh man. All right. Interesting. What's the goal there, Firebomb? Yeah, I would say your fat's a little high for like fat loss. Yeah, I'd probably move like almost half of that fat into carbohydrates. Personally, but if you feel great on that, then don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. I have strength in my back, but not an arm to pull weights. Give me advice? What are you trying to do? I mean, do what feels right with the movement you're trying to do, I guess, until you build some strength up. I'm not really sure what your expectation is or what you're working on. Then I usually calculate fats as 9 calories per gram, but I mean, close enough. At back day, okay, well then do what weight you can do. If your back is strong but your arms aren't, I mean, I guess you just gotta keep training until your arms catch up a little bit, I guess, right? Never fun to say you don't have goals? Okay, that's kind of low calories. That's why I was asking if you're dieting or something. But if you feel good doing that, then keep it up. Keep it up. All right. Yeah, those are kind of low carbs though. 120 carbs, shoot. But 20-30 calories kind of trim anyway. Yeah. That's dieting territory for real for me. But if it's working for you, then keep it right on up, man. Keep doing it. That doesn't matter. It'll work for you, whatever you're working on. go up to shoulder time. I'm massive. I'm not. No, definitely not. How do people turn bodybuilding their job? Probably through social media these days. Like anything else, you know? If you do something cool and you can add value somehow by sharing information or entertaining or whatever, but social media is probably the best way to do it these days. I mean, if you want to be a competitive bodybuilder, that's a different road. But being a competitive bodybuilder is probably good for your social media, but you can absolutely become sort of a bodybuilding, you know, person without ever stepping on stage, just by, you know, looking pretty good. And again, you know, either being a clown or being educational or whatever, you know. But there's social media like opens up a lot of different potential successful strategies that didn't used to exist, which I personally am pretty grateful for. I don't think I'm really much of like a bodybuilding influencer, but it is part of the content I like to create, but this is mostly just because I like to do it. And it's possible with what else I do for a job, which is content creation, but you know, what we do with bodybuilding is kind of not what most people are interested in. Yet I continue to do it anyway. Now some of y'all like it. Thanks, Zorch, for the 14 months, man. Big flex for you. Appreciate it, man. We're training them shoulders. The growth is, I'm not so sure about that one. Not sure if that's happening. Yeah, some of y'all like the gym stuff. And I appreciate the subs, help support it. Keep it going regardless, but those of you guys who are here all the time, means a lot. Just gonna throw in probably can just do that. So, oh sorry. Just pound a little bit. Those feel usually pretty cozy, pretty comfy. But if you guys find the content informational, educational, inspirational, hit that sub. Keep it going. All right. Oy, oy, oy. I like that weight. It's not quite heavy enough, but it does feel good and pumpy. My sugar is simple carbs. Like, I've actually added like 1 serving of apple juice. I think there's probably a little bit of sugar in the cereal I eat, but not much. Not a lot. Cat up pre-patch sounds. I need to make a video for you. You've probably seen them if you tune into any of my Kata content. I haven't made a video about it yet. We certainly can though. Certainly can. Pre-patch won't be much longer, but we can make a couple different guides for you guys, huh? Maybe we'll work on that this week. Arms guide, Fury guide for Dragonflight. Arms guide, maybe Fury guide for pre-patch. But I'm not as confident in my Fury PvP guided pre-patch, but it'd be fun to show it off anyway. I'm not really a big sugar guy. I don't like eat a lot of sugar. But I've been I've been pilfering some of Archer's apple juice for my post-workout creatine. 3 muscles have the biggest impact on your physique? Probably. For bodybuilding purposes, probably like your shoulders, your back, and your legs. Am I allowed to choose like legs, or does it need to be like quads? But yeah, probably your shoulders, your back, and your quads or legs or whatever, right? Quads, yeah. Over chest for bodybuilding, or just in general? Like just walking around in clothes. What are we talking about? I mean, sure, like you have big shoulders, big chest, big back, that's good. But for bodybuilding, I mean, like you need some legs in there. For the X frame. Might want to get some legs in there. Oh man, what do you think? Get a couple of these guys going. What even is this? 115? Okay, that's probably about right then. I'll do. That's fine. Oh man. Oh man. Blech. Like that for shoulders. What's this targeting? Which one? These guys? Them shoulders. I'm going very heavy today, that's for sure. That's all right. All part of the plan. Bouncing back a bit. Let's do 8s. That'll do. Okay. All right. You agree? Am I going to compete more? I'm going to compete again. I'm not going to compete more than I have. Well, I might compete more than I have over the past couple years. Yeah, both, I think. Workout post anywhere? Yeah, right here. I don't have it like written down, just like all at once. No. But I'll be performing the entire workout live, yeah. Hey, Ron. I will. But yeah. I don't have it like in a document or something. But here it is. You're in the right place. Ugh. Started natural bodybuilding, trying to go from skinny fat to stacked. All right now. Look a lot bigger than last year's. That's interesting. I definitely don't really feel it. I'm not even really sure if it's true, but I appreciate that. I will accept you pumping me up. I will accept that. I don't know if that's true though. I definitely look bigger now than I did, you know, a couple months ago when we were like super dieted down. That's for sure. But that's the goal, right? That's the goal. Look healthier than last year? Well, yeah, you guys freak out about getting a low body fat. That freaks a lot of people out. But you're new to bodybuilding, so you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'll let it slide. You're just getting started. I'll let it slide. But you gotta, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do for bodybuilding. I was perfectly healthy, I was just low body fat. That's all. Perfectly healthy, just pretty lean at the same time. You know what I mean? Alright. But hopefully we're making some gains, yeah? Hopefully so. That is the idea. We'll make some gains for a bit now, and then we'll diet down again and probably compete next year. Unless it's not a good fit, we'll see. We'll see. Gotta make sense with the family and everything else we got going on. That's all at the same time. Yep. Converse, I think that was 8 or something like it. Something like it. You only saw me when you were first trying to cut body fat though? Oh, so you didn't even see when I was super lean? Oof. Alright. Not sure how much you should cut for more. I guess it's up to you, man. What are your goals? Is your diet for getting lean focused on high protein, low carb, and sugar? No. Let's focus on deficit of calories with sufficient protein, sufficient fat, and then the carbs for the rest. Here you go. Thank you, video. This will get you started, but no, that's definitely not a low carb situation. I mean, like carbs come down eventually, but it's not especially low carb. I mean, it's like, you know, 300 grams of carbs most of the time. At least, so. Sufficient protein. Macro ratio do I use? Watch that video. That's what I just said. The ratio will change depending on how many calories I'm eating, right? So it's not always the same. I got you. You could diet below 15, but I'm worried about losing lean body mass. I mean, I wouldn't say 15% puts you in the danger of losing a lot of lean body mass, especially if you're new, right? You should thanks to 13 months, man. I mean, if you're new, you're probably building muscle when you're getting leaner, but you know, it's up to you, man. If you're ready to bulk, how long did you say that you'd been dieting for? I mean, is your performance in the gym going down? Is it getting worse or is it getting better? I mean, yeah, you're gonna look smaller because you're losing fat, yeah. My friend of Dr. Mike, I don't know him personally, no, but we are an affiliate of his app, which is fun. I like the app. Oh my goodness. Creatine is really good. It's not gonna be a make or break for you. Now, you might want to find a creatine that doesn't mess up your stomach. It's not getting worse, but stagnant, okay. Well, what's your main goal? Time to gain? Well, if you're making slow progress, I mean, are you actually progressing? Just take, oh yeah, I mean, you might want to find a different brand of creatine to use. Try Legion. Shouldn't bother you too much. Right. How long have you been dieting for? Because if you've been dieting for a long time, yeah. Maybe just have to bulk a little bit. Oh. Alright. 2 months? Oh. Now you probably can diet for a little longer. You're not gonna, I mean, again, how much weight are you losing per week? Your 2 months is like a mini cut. You're definitely not at risk of lean body mass getting lost at that point, I don't think, especially if you're new. Unless you're eating like way too little. But yeah, how many calories are you eating a day and how much weight are you losing per week? Oh man. Blech. 5 grams a day. I think post-workout with carbohydrates is probably like the best thing you can do. But 5 grams a day, whatever, is fine. Oh. 3 to 4 pounds a month is fine. So right now it's about 1 pound a week. I mean, I don't think you're losing too fast. Probably fine. Then, you know, yeah, if you've been dieting for 2 months, you're losing maybe 1 pound a week, and your performance isn't suffering in the gym, I wouldn't like panic that you're losing muscle mass and just like start bulking now. I doubt it. Want to be 195 by August without losing strength? Yeah, just diet slow. Yep. Diet slow. Exclamation mark Legion. Just some of that. Just diet slow. You'll be alright. Oh, alright. You're probably not going to lose a lot of lean body mass for like a while. Yeah, so I think you're fine. Probably at least another 2 months in a deficit. Probably get even a little leaner than 15%, but it's whatever. Just had a lot of belly fat that hasn't gone away for a while. While I'm getting strong, okay. 220 3 months ago? Yeah. What's interesting about fat loss is like the leaner you get, it's almost like you lose fat faster. You don't actually lose fat faster, but it looks like you do. Because you're losing like a bigger percentage of the fat that you have. Then you can see it coming off your body differently when you don't have as much of it. It's interesting how that works. So, you and I are almost a similar weight. I can definitely, I mean, I was getting close to 220 a couple months ago. I'm like 205 right now. I think some of that 205 is just from not eating as much over being sick and stuff. So, happens. But yeah, getting to like 195, you'll see that, yeah. That'll look different. 6'4", you got a frame on you, man. You can build some muscle on that frame, right? That's good. Put some meat on them bones. All right. Yeah, you're probably gonna feel a little small while dieting, yeah. But you can't really let that get to you. You gotta commit. That's why I don't really diet for no reason most of the time. You gotta commit. All right. If you start just kind of dieting for no reason, it's yeah, it's easy to let those kind of feelings start to dissuade you from actually continuing to diet, which is kind of sounds like what you're going through. But you're 2 months in, bro. You gotta hold the line a little bit, man. Yo. Alright, so you're playing WoW? I mean, are we in the WoW section? I don't know, bro. You used to run 150, 160, and you got married, now you're like, oh crap. Oh shit. You were 150 at 6'4"? Jesus. Working on that javelin build. Needed to get some meat on your bones anyway, but sheesh. You gonna lose that Vulcan face? How much do you weigh? You might have just told me, but talking to a lot of people right now. And again, if you guys are enjoying the free coaching, hit that sub button. Shoot. All right. You win some, you lose some, Lance. It is what it is. How can you combine weight training with running? Feels like I'm so sore on the days I have to run. I mean, what's your main goal? 2 years later? I doubt it. 192, yeah, it's getting sharp. You feel so weak while cutting? Yeah, don't eat so little, perhaps. Well, thanks, though. Like I said, if you enjoy the stream, enjoy the vibe, you want it to keep going, hit that sub button. I do these gym streams against better judgment, but I do enjoy them a lot. We'll keep them going. I think they are overall not good for my content, but I really like them. I think overall, maybe it's good. But I like them, so I'm gonna keep them going anyway. But if you like, hit that sub button, pump it up. How about your boy? I think it's not good. It's just worse for numbers significantly. But I don't know, I'm gonna be out here doing it anyway, so why not, right? We've been doing them for a long time and I'll keep them going, but just way worse for numbers. So we'll keep doing them though. But the subs help make it happen. So if you enjoy the stream, find it inspirational, educational, motivational, hit the goddamn sub button. Pump us up. It ain't much, but it's a big difference, that's for sure. Train muscle groups to exhaustion? I mean, sort of. I don't always have time to get fully exhausted. Sometimes you gotta get your workout and get out of here. But every set isn't a failure, if that's what you're asking. But some of the isolation stuff can be, yeah. Do that set till you just about can't. That set, yeah. There we go. Baby Delphia, thank you so much. And big flex for you, pumping us up. Thank you. Got to mow the lawn as well. There you go. Is it nice and warm where you are yet? Yeah, the objective is number of sets. But I mean, if I could work out all day, we'd get worn out in a pleasant way, but not time for that right now. Yeah. Don't have time for the full exhaustion so much these days. Gotta get up and get to it. A little bit down in Tejas. Yep. Recommend any exercises other than shrugs for big traps? Yeah, I mean, I don't even think shrugs are that great. I like them, I'll do them, but like, what grows my traps has been like a heavy ass weighted stretch, like a rack pull. I think more than a shrug even. And I'm still working on building up them traps. I don't do overhead press for traps, no. I like a heavy ass weighted stretch. Watch the video, that's a good idea, yeah. That's a good idea. I don't mind answering questions, but that video kind of helped establish the basics. I think you get the point of that. Yeah, rack pull. Probably my favorite like trap builder in particular. Oh man. Doing all right, doing all right. On the grind. Do you think those body muscle calculator scales are accurate? Not really. Not really. Alex Leonidas proves which message? The traps thing? Yeah. That's good to hear. I think he's an astute natural bodybuilding student. Indeed, that's my guy right there. I think he plays WoW too. I think I saw one of his old videos had like a WoW character select screen on his computer. Oh, been doing those. Get a better stretch at the bottom, yeah. About 90 pounds last 6 months. Nice, man. That's some serious work. Good job, keep it up. Pumping. Whoa now! A Super Saiyan 2 from Shezamu. Thank you very much, man. That's Saiyan power, man. That's some good stuff. Thank you, bro. And hold up now. Hold up now. We got Battler's bringing the prime too, man. Thank you, dude. Big flex for you as well. Thanks, guys. Pumping us up in the morning. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to see. Man, checking the new D-Force up? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Oh my goodness. Are you talking about the actual size of the alert on screen? I don't know, bro. I didn't even see it. I don't know, bro. But I'm feeling the power anyway, man. And Shez, that's the biggest cheer we've seen in a long time, so don't you worry about it, bro. Don't you even worry about it, man. That's the biggest cheer we've seen in quite some time. That's all good, bro. That's a big time saying pumps. As far as I'm concerned, thank you, man. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the alerts. Probably just has a relatively small scale window. Yeah, you sure did. That's insano. And you still have the badge to show that power. Man. Yeah, we used to get it going around here with them power-ups, man. We used to get it going. And maybe we will again sometime in the future, but, you know, different times, different stuff. Just is what it is, man. It is what it is. I'm still doing my thing. Still try to keep it pumping around here. But yeah, we spent time as the single highest bit cheering channel on all of Twitch for a while. And we have never been one of the biggest channels on Twitch, but we were one of the most powerful there for a bit, which is insane. So, still very grateful for that. Life-changing stuff. That was wild. Insane. Those are good times. Oh man. Go, Blake. Thank you as well for that Prime, man. Big flicks for you. We'll take care of it, man. Thank you, dude. Big month of games and gains on the way. Thank you. And we do. We'll take care of them little sweet baby primes. We will. I'm a good home. 2 solid servings of games and gains on the daily, if I have my way. Try to even do it today. We will. Let's check in with Jenny real quick. Make sure we're all good on that. Because I think we can maybe get like at least 2 hours on the gaming stream. Won't be a long stream for sure, but we do gotta, if we're gonna do that, we gotta head out pretty soon. All right. Indeed. Good information to reach your goals right here, bro. What's your goals? What you trying to do, bro? Right here. You're in the right place. All right. All right. Do some of these guys real quick to finish us off. Some rear delts and tricipies. Then we'll hustle and get on the gaming stream for a short little bit. Maybe we'll do our like viewer heroic run, or we could just do more Mythic Plus. I wouldn't mind doing a couple more M+ers, just because we need those. Alright. I like doing these for back, but I like doing these for rear delts too. My goodness. And today I'll try. Do full range of motion. On what? Here we go. We frequently do, but sometimes I don't. You know what I mean? Trying to feel better, be active. Okay. Cool. Exclamation mark fat loss. Let's just start there, I guess. Yeah. Whew. Let's just start there. That's a good general video to watch. Learn how to track your intake. Gain control of at least like your body composition, right? You want to slim down a little bit. That's where it all begins, right there. Sorry, all one word, Looney. Yep. Oof. Okay. Is there a machine you can purchase for determining lean muscle mass? No. What are you trying to do that for? No. There's not a machine that you can buy. I mean, unless you have a lot of fucking money. But no, what are you trying to determine your lean body mass for? Because there may be ways to do what you're trying to do, but you might not have to do what you think you have to do. You know what I mean? Blech. That's like the only character I'm playing right now in Dragonflight. Yep. That's the one. We're swapping over that here in a minute. Trying to get a little bit of gaming in today too. Bit of a quick workout, that's okay. Get something done. Oh man. Morbidly obese, you don't need to track your lean body mass. You need to track your weight. You need to make sure you're losing weight by eating a deficit. Has your trainer talked to you about eating in a deficit of calories?
First, you must be putting on muscle. Then at month 3 to 5, start dropping fat quickly due to new muscle build. Okay, they're blowing shit up, you know, like. No, sir, you're gonna be losing weight. If you're morbidly obese, you will never not be losing weight for a long time. Even while you're gaining muscle, you will be losing weight faster. Don't worry about tracking your lean body mass. Worry about tracking your calories and hitting your calories in a deficit every single day for like a couple years to come, probably. Talk about the majority of weight loss comes later. It absolutely doesn't. I don't care what they think they're saying, right? They're some trainer at the gym. Like sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. This guy is just blowing smoke up your butt. You're gonna be losing weight consistently for a long time if you nail your calories, which is what your goal should be. Don't worry about what your lean body mass is. Work on eating the right amount of food every single day and working hard in the gym every single day, right? You're gonna be okay if you stick to that. You don't need to worry about what your lean body mass is. In my opinion. Yeah. Deficit, eating just rice, chicken, and broccoli, taking lots of protein powder. Okay, how many calories are you eating? You shouldn't be taking lots of protein powder. If he's putting on muscle mass and he's losing fat, it'll be a slower process. You lose fat way faster than you build muscle, especially if you're morbidly obese. People that make this happen super complicated. They'd like to make it complicated if they're being paid to do it. They don't want you to know how to do it. They want to make it seem like they're doing something magical or special that you can't do without them. It's not true. Ain't how it is. So hopefully you have a good trainer. Hopefully you do. But I don't think you need to worry about your lean body mass right now. You're gonna be losing fat the fastest in the beginning of a diet, probably. Unless you're like, still figuring things out. And you're not gonna gain enough muscle for it to like counteract your fat loss. Right? YouTube's your trainer? Honestly, that's probably fine. It's free, and you got a lot of information out there, so you'll be all right. Anyway, I gotta swap over so we can go do some gaming. That's gonna be enough of a workout for now, though. We can continue talking about fitness stuff on the gaming stream, but if I want to get some games in, and I do, we gotta hustle. So I'll see you guys over there. Feel free to keep asking questions over there, but absolutely make sure you guys follow the stream, and tune in for the morning gym sessions and the afternoon gaming sessions. That'll be the plan. But all right, you can test counting calories. It is literally the fact of what works for fat loss is giving your body less energy than it uses, so that it uses stored energy for energy, which is what body fat is. Yep. All right. Anyway, thanks for watching. Appreciate the love. We'll see you guys back here hopefully within 20 minutes. All right. Get some gaming going. See you soon. Peace.